Hey y'all, it's your lady Levon. Let me turn you on. I am still in my work clothes. I was building a canoe rack today. And let me tell you, America, I wish sometimes when I sit and ponder on things, I took different routes, especially with people in my life. Because, I can say that all I want to, but I didn't know what I know now. But one thing I can tell y'all, I did know for a while when I used to live in LA, and there was like this mysterious tape. I've talked about this before. Not tape, but CD that my ex had showed me when I lived in LA in 2011, where it was all about the downfall of Hollywood and how it's a ritual, and I couldn't sleep for 2 days because I've been knowing about the downfall of Hollywood since 2011, because there was this mysterious tape that was, I bet it's probably still on YouTube. It's probably like 20 years old, but they also made it a CD. I keep saying tape. They made it a CD, and it scared the shit out of me because it literally predicted 20 years in advance, and it scared the shit out of me. And I've always was just, I know I'm chosen to do certain things because I knew a lot of things would happen before it did, and every time I would panic because I was still naive to a lot of things. But now that I'm grown, I know that, yeah, I still was naive to a lot of things, but now I really am in that age that I've learned. And one thing I'm telling you is today I work for a racist man today. It was really weird because if you know me, I don't really go on no racist rant. But it was more so, it didn't offend me more than it was interesting. That the tables are turning on everybody who ain't got no sense. It doesn't matter if you black, white, if you are stuck in your ways and you're not a good person and you don't right your wrongs, I'm telling you, that shit don't have no race. And the group of people that got it coming for him, other than black men who don't want to take care of children or make women get abortions out the wazoo, is racist white men. Because like I said, I've never really dealt with it, and maybe very microly, but not so to where he was so disturbed. And I know it's because of the politics right now. Y'all, it's not Mercury retrograde, but it's Mars retrograde, and I think this is more intense than Mercury retrograde, and it's been going on since December. I suggest you stay your ass in the house right now, or stay wherever you can to protect your energy, because people are outside tripping. Do you hear me? People are losing their motherfucking mind. Like, if you don't know that society is really going mad, star craving mad right now, and it's been a gradual thing for at least a decade. No, this nigga is not trying to do donuts. But come on, bro. Like, it's not enough space for that. I don't got time. But the way politics are playing with our mind is really why I'm glad that whatever's happened to me right now, where I am in a mansion and back in the car and this and there and everywhere, like I'm everywhere, is because I'd rather be more spiritually grounded the way I am through what I put myself through, so I could learn how to get through what we are about to go through. Because money is obsolete. I don't think y'all got the memo on that. That's why I never gave a fuck about how much money that I had, because as soon as I went to college, I was $20,000 in debt with a full ride. And I was like, something ain't adding up with this system with me. I'm very neurodivergent. Like, I can think, and I could see how that white men have played this little cosplay of leadership and supremacy for so long, that now the cracks are starting to show that this is all just a fucking game. It's not, none of this is real. None of it is no concept. The laws are meant to be broken because it's not God's law. Let me tell you, I've been to jail like 8 times, and I don't feel like once I go to heaven that God won't accept me in, because there's so many of these same people doing way more egregious crimes. We talking about murder, rape, child molestation, all kind of shit, and getting off. That's why for the last 10 years, I've been very rebellious on the law. Like, I don't give a fuck about the law. There's no laws. There's no laws. Do you understand? They're changing up the laws as we speak, right from under our nose. Like, I don't even really know what to do as far as business rise, because they're changing so many freaking policies. So I don't know what to do legally for my business right now, because they're doing so much to change things up. And going back to the white racist man, when I'm talking to him and he don't know what he's saying is racist, he don't know that he's fidgety, finicky. You know, ultimately, I work for free today because I just can't fucking deal with that. I can't deal with that right now. Like, I just was like, you know what? No, I know God has something for me. I know what I'm doing. I just gotta be patient. But white men are not very competent on what is happening in 2025. Meaning, the way they think, a lot of them with this superiority thing, and I've come across this before, especially in construction, where white men really think that black people are still stupid. They really don't know we can read. They really don't know. They really don't know that we listening to the same news as them. They really don't know that we can keep up with politics. They really don't know that we can keep up with the economy or just anything. They don't know. So when a black woman such as Jasmine Crockett comes out, and let me tell you, I don't always agree with her, because I'm trying to refrain from being a very loud, you know, boisterous black woman. Like, I want to make my point a little more subtle, less makeup, you know, less big titties, big ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to come off like that when I become a politician, because it kind of is so cliche, and part of the reason why white men are literally not fucking them. Listen, white supremacist men do not like black women right now. I've had some interesting conversations with white men in Florida right now. They don't even know how I think, because they just think they're so narrow-minded, just like the black person is, that they think that, oh, she's black, she would have voted for Kamala. I'm not voting for none of that. I don't do none of this shit. I don't believe in none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But they will assume, and they will say crazy shit that I don't even be thinking, you know. And so I really experienced that today. I experienced that people are really not pleasant to be with, and that's another reason why I'm happy that I'm single right now, because people have these wicked ways of analyzing why people do shit. And I don't always think that it's because this person is evil or whatever. I think some people are so traumatized by their past, and the way that we're so ignorant in America, that a lot of us do not have the capacity to express ourselves without feeling like we're going to get hurt. I don't think that every man that does this and that to a woman is this evil dude. I think, look at how ignorant we are as a country. Like, we're the most laughed at childish country in the world, okay? So I know that a lot of what's going on is people are not able to do what I've been doing for a while, because something told me, and thank you God for intuition and things of that nature, because I've been on and off homeless for like almost a decade, because something was not making sense. Maybe because I had a very illegal thing happen to me when I was in college that like had me. And by the way, my rent was $475. That's crazy. I didn't know how old I was. But that left me, you know, homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she locked my doors illegally and I was homeless, and it was crazy. And I didn't know what to do. And that's when I realized, like, I don't like that game that they can play. I paid my rent, and this is what you do because you didn't like my boyfriend. Granted, she was right, but it's just still, like, you know what I mean? What are you doing? And that's when my eyes was open to how people could play with your livelihood. And I've been, like, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do about it. And I figured out I want to live in a camper. I want to live in a camper. I want to live where my kids, like people try to make fun of parents with, like, I hate people with no kids trying to tell parents what to do. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not even goddamn bold enough to have someone that is you to nurture, aside from using your hand. And, you know, like, shut up judging parents, because it's not easy, especially in America. And my solution after all this time is, I'm not playing that rent game. I'm not playing that rent game. I'm not paying, you know, $1,200 to $2,000 a fucking month, and on the 12th month I can't pay. You about to kick me out? Like, that literally doesn't make sense. And then you can hike up my rent whenever you want to. Like, y'all playing the wrong game. People will judge me, but you see now that I was onto something this whole time, because you don't have no right over your land. So at any time, you and your motherfucking kids would be outside, but in a camper, that's not gonna happen. And we all know America is wicked. So you gotta play the game to win. You can't keep following these fucking rules. There's no rules to it. There's no rules to it. People are miserable out here. People are not pleasant. People are not giving good customer service. People are not doing anything, because nobody's getting paid. And then the people who are getting paid, like the fucker that I was with today, he doesn't want to help his own very son try to get this shit up. But then he makes it hard for it. It was just wild how these white men think they really don't have to work. Like, white men really be thinking they don't have to work. They just really deserve to just boss people around like slaves, like they always did, and think that we're supposed to be okay with $15 an hour for doing grunt work. Baby, if I didn't have a dream and I knew what the fuck I was doing, I wouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know, because I'm just another nigga to them in their eyes, but they don't know my mind. They just think that every black person is incompetent when he's the one that's socially awkward, emotionally unintelligent. It was just the weirdest phenomenon. Like, oh my God. Then the more I talk to certain white men that think they know everything, I be like, oh my God, you're actually fucking dumb. Like, you really actually are dumb. Like, you're actually slow. Yeah. Like, I think you might need to read a book, and they don't want to really realize that 200 to 400 years has went past, bro. We've been having internet too. We've been having books too. We've been reading it. We've been talking this white man language. So why are you so surprised when I know certain words that you don't? Like, it's wild out here. And the only thing that I could tell you is stay prayed up. I always pray about my kids. I know I'm going through this. I really do all I can to ground myself spiritually, because everybody around me just sucks right now. Like, everybody sucks. Like, everybody's on one. Everybody's abandoning ship. Nobody has a backbone to the struggle. You know, even when they were talking about boycotting Target and Walmart, I've been hated Walmart. Ask anybody that know me. They know I'm a steal from Walmart. Like, I don't like Walmart. Walmart treat its employees like shit and make billions of dollars a year off of us. I don't like Walmart. But then it's like, oh, well, black-owned businesses is there. But that's because you have no backbone to make your own Walmarts, to put your own shit in with all black-owned. You always this is why white people got so much over us, because you never go in to really enterprise the whole thing. And if you can't, you better do it out your home. But no, you want to keep feeding into the same cycle of weakness. And I'm just like, nobody's talking about our children. There is not a lot of children right now. No, and the kids that are out here, they're not getting taken care of. I'm having a hell of a hard time getting my kids back, or getting even anybody to even care about my children. You know, I know my kids aren't getting taken care of the way I would take care of them. I could see it. You know what I mean? So it's like, while we're all fighting like children, we're like the grown children of the world. The kids are suffering. And it's so sad. And I just can't wait till God rains down me a blessing so I could just get the fuck out the way. Because y'all are just ridiculous. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all. And then I also had a conversation with my best friend. I came to my last final realization about all the people that I left behind, whether it be exes or family members, is that she don't even really know or care what's going on, because it's like an MK Ultra effect. Like, we've been brainwashed for so long. There is only so many people like me. People really don't like that. You know, people think I'm going on my way to be eccentric. I'm like, no, I'm just smart. Like, I can see what's going on. I'm not letting the fact that all of this shit out here is disturbing, I'm not letting that make me act like I can't see it. And I realize that I have to do my business alone. I have to. She doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? And the more I try to keep on putting her in it, the more it's frustrating for her and me. So I just gotta do it alone. Nobody's gonna save you. Just remember that. Nobody's gonna save you, because people are just fucked up. People don't know what it is to be human being, which is we're supposed to love each other. We're supposed to care about each other. We're supposed to help each other. What the fuck? That's simple, basic shit.